The film centers on a young girl named Lu Shi whose life undergoes a change when 5 miniature individuals suddenly appear. The story explores what different turn her life will take following their arrival and whether their presence might bring danger. At the start of the movie, Lu Shi is introduced. She is portrayed as the top student in her school, active, intelligent, and high-achieving. She has a younger brother who is mischievous and less academically capable than his sister, consistently earning lower marks. This academic year is the final one for both siblings at their school. One day, their teacher announces a new seating arrangement. Students with the highest grades will sit at the front, with seating order thereafter determined by academic performance. Additionally, the teacher reveals that the highest achieving student will receive a special award. A girl who sits near Lu Shi in class is intensely jealous of her and views Lu Shi as her rival. At home, when Lu Shi's parents learn about the award for the highest marks, they are overjoyed. They pay more attention to Lu Shi than to her brother because she consistently earns excellent grades, while her brother is somewhat naughty. Lu Shi informs her parents about her brother's misbehavior in class and his lack of focus on studies. Upon hearing this, Lu Shi's parents scold her brother severely. During this time, Lu Shi's father places a sealed can containing sweets on the table. When her brother reaches for it, his mother stops him, saying it is not for him, and gives it to Lu Shi instead. That night, when Lu Shi opens the can, she suddenly steps back as a bright light emerges from it. To her astonishment, 5 tiny people appeared and began inquiring about her identity. Seeing them speak leaves Lu Shi both shocked and delighted. They converse with her, and she asks who they are before introducing herself. The tiny people explain that they have always lived inside the can. Just then, Lu Shi's mother calls for her. Lu Shi initially considers telling her mother about them, but recalls how her mother previously got rid of all the family pets, so she decides to keep the tiny people a secret. After measuring them, Lu Shi makes small clothes for each. She then gives them names based on their aspirations. One who dreams of being a painter is named Artist. Another who wants to be a businessman is named Businessman. A third who wishes to become a doctor because he loves studying and wants to protect people is named Doctor. And the last, who loves singing, is named Singer. Lu Shi also provides them with a miniature house to live in. As Lu Shi prepares for bed, Doctor tells her he enjoys studying and would like to go to school. Lu Shi agrees and says he can accompany her the next day. The following day, she hides Doctor in her hair and takes him to school. There, she encounters the same clever girl who is jealous and considers Lu Shi an enemy. The girl tells Lu Shi that her brother has missed class again, and when Lu Shi replies there is little she can do, the girl threatens to inform the teacher, as she often does, implying she is a frequent complainer. Meanwhile, a boy grabs Lu Shi's hand and questions why she always blames her brother. At that moment, Doctor, hidden in Lu Shi's hair, slips into the boy's pocket and unties his pants, causing him embarrassment and making him the target of classmates' laughter. Later, Lu Shi's brother enters her room with his dog. The dog picks up the tiny house in its mouth and shakes it violently, causing the miniature people to panic as if experiencing an earthquake. The soldier among them strikes the dog with a small weapon, injuring its nose and making it bleed. Seeing this, Lu Shi's brother frantically looks for medicine to help the dog. His mother, hearing noises, is about to enter the room, but the brother has been hiding the dog from her. The tiny people assist him by hiding the dog. Soldier rides on the dog and guides it out through the window. That night, Lu Shi discovers Soldier is missing, and they all sneak out to search for him. During the search, Lu Shi's brother sees the tiny people and Lu Shi explains everything to him. He thanks them for saving his dog. Then Lu Shi shares that their mother said if her brother scores 90% on his exams, he can keep the dog, but given his poor academic record, it seems impossible. Doctor offers to help him study. The next day assists Lu Shi's brother during an exam, but Lu Shi falls asleep while taking her own test. When results are announced, her brother earns high marks with doctor's help, while Lu Shi's performance declines. Lu Shi's parents scold her harshly. The teacher is suspicious of the brother's sudden improvement, but with doctor's continued assistance, he answers questions correctly and is now listed among the school's best students. Their parents begin paying more attention to him, leaving Lu Shi anxious and upset. Feeling worried, Lu Shi sits in the rain, where a friend approaches and comforts her, saying one test does not determine the future and that everything will be all right. The friend gives Lu Shi a portrait she painted of her. Lu Shi shows the portrait to the tiny people, mentioning that her friend is a talented artist but cannot enter contests because of her low grades. This angers the tiny people, who devise a plan to break into the teacher's office and steal art supplies so Lu Shi's friend can participate. The next day, the tiny people retrieve the supplies from the office, though Artist is nearly left behind when the teacher is called away. Lu Shi gives the materials to her friend, who collaborates with Artist on a painting. During the school painting contest, initially only high-achieving students are allowed, but Lu Shi interrupts to show her friend's artwork to the guests, speaking to them in multiple languages. While the guests are impressed, Lu Shi is punished for disrupting the event and ordered to clean the school grounds. Several of her friends come to help her. Meanwhile, an announcement states that students with low grades will be barred from future contests. Hearing this, the tiny people decide to help all academically weak students. Lu Shi introduces them to her friends, and they plan to assist them in upcoming tests. On exam day, however, their plan is disrupted when the teacher instructs everyone to change seats. Despite this, they manage to help all the students, not only enabling them to pass, but also to earn high marks. Their scheme is exposed when the clever, jealous girl finds cheat sheets and reports them to the teacher. All involved students are summoned to the principal's office. Lu Shi takes all blame, leading to her parents being called and Lu Shi being expelled. Her mother scolds her severely. Lu Shi defends her actions, arguing that students are treated unfairly solely based on grades. The principal becomes angry, but Lu Shi's father pleads for her not to be expelled, and eventually the principal and teacher relent. Hearing Lu Shi's words, the tiny people conclude that the weaker students need proper tutoring. Lu Shi, however, tells them that she used to be a good student who earned high grades, but since their arrival, her performance has suffered. This saddens the tiny people, and they pack their belongings to leave. They relocate to another place where Lu Shi's brother finds them. Doctor proposes gathering all the struggling students so they can teach them how to study effectively. The students assemble and are advised to study together in groups. Meanwhile, the clever girl discovers the tiny people, locks them in a glass jar, and forces them to help her with her studies. The next day, Lu Shi's brother informs her that the tiny people are missing and asks for her help in finding them, but Lu Shi insists they must focus on the upcoming test instead. The clever girl later locks the tiny people in the school's storeroom and removes them from the jar. There, a rat attacks them. During her exam, Lu Shi becomes too worried and leaves the classroom to search for them. The teacher warns that leaving will result in expulsion, but Lu Shi ignores her. While searching, she hears the sound of breaking glass from the storeroom and rushes in to rescue the tiny people from the rat. She apologizes to them and escorts them out. Shortly after, the clever girl enters the storeroom and finds it empty. As she turns on the light, a spark ignites a fire that quickly spreads throughout the school. Students become trapped, but the teacher helps evacuate many while staff attempt to extinguish the flames. Lu-Shi becomes trapped as well, but stops to save the clever girl who is injured and crying. All the students escaped to the roof. The tiny people, with help from Lu-Shi's brother, bring a small helicopter and lower a rope. The students use their uniforms to hold on and are rescued one by one. When it is Lu-Shi's turn, the rope begins to burn, but Soldier jumps onto it and saves her. Through this event, everyone learns about the existence of the tiny people and how they helped save lives. After the rescue, Soldier is taken to the hospital and requires a blood transfusion. Lu-Shi's teacher is a match and donates blood, saving Soldier's life. Lu-Shi's parents come to realize that good grades and constant studying are not the only important things in life. Helping, loving, and caring for others are equally valuable. After Soldier recovers, the film concludes with Lu-Shi being honored as the best student at a ceremony. In her speech, she encourages everyone to work hard and achieve good grades. The audience applauds. Finally, the tiny people bid farewell to Lu-Shi, returning to their own world from which they came, a place known to no one. As they leave, artist gives Lu-Shi a painting depicting Lu-Shi with all of them, accompanied by the message to always be happy and to care for others. The film ends on this note.